Ladies and gentlemen, welcome and thank you for joining us on episode 1 of Voices of the Air. This is ComeDy&D.
Hey guys, I thought he was going to say something else. I used to be 25.
I skipped straight out of 26.
That's how many kids Casey has.
It's like the trustful. I was never a child. Is it from Matilda? Shout out if you remember Matilda.
Broomhilda.
We interrupt our
Yeah, it's a
regular
musical
program.
now.
Matilda's a
special
musical?
announcement.
Wow.
Hey, thank you for joining us in what is sure to be a wild ride. I'm Simon Timoney, and I'm joined by whom I consider like my bandmates. Although we won't play a note with each other. And they are my best friends. But first, quickly, explanation. Who are we and what are we doing here? We're improv comedy role players who love D&D and love making fun things for ourselves and others to enjoy. For this campaign, we've been lucky to have a legendary band, a band housed in the Museum of Modern Art, and a band who loves creativity and art as much as we do, the residents, who've allowed us to make a campaign based on their work. But more so for myself, they are family, and what I'm doing here and why I wrote this is because I wanted to give my family a letter. My tribe, the people who raised me, but really mostly it's for my parents. I do this to say thank you, and I love you. And I've been blessed to come back in touch with my elders, and though it took the death of a loved one to do that, may we appreciate and cherish who and what we have, for you never know when it'll be gone. But this campaign is dedicated to Baba. But a lot of people have helped in this endeavor. I want to take a quick moment to thank them. But first off, this wouldn't be possible without the residents, and I want to thank their spokesperson and liaison, Homer Flynn, for helping make this happen.
Thanks, homie Homer.
Secondly, our team behind the scenes for keeping me in check and fixing my homework before the test. Lore Mother, Morgan Robbins, has been invaluable and wouldn't be as awesome without you. Sincerely, thank you. Richard Lee, who helped focus my drunken wild ramblings into something that resembles an actual campaign. Hugh Jenkins and Miroslav Svetohov for being DMs who taught me. Kevin O'Shea is a dear friend and a co-founder and the DM who kicked this whole thing off. Hayden Greif-Neal and Eric Krasner for being part of the ground floor. And I want to thank everyone who was in touch about making this happen. Eric Feldman, Kim Andrews, Joshua Brody, I love you all. Lastly, to the creative team that made everything we see and hear, the Greasy Weasels for this original music. Casey Muller did a beyond phenomenal job with the setup, website, NES Kids. And Cassie Butler is an incredible artist who spent way too much time making everything come together. She's the real MVP. But the people I want to thank most is you, the viewer, the listener, the audience. You give us your time, and we hope to give you some respite from an insane world to recharge and charge forward. We love you all. Now, that said, let's have fun. Again, I'm Simon. I'm your DM, and we're going to introduce our players. Say a little bit about yourselves, where you're from, and favorite.
I have to talk about myself.
And a little bit about your character, and then we're going to get into it. So, first off, let's pass the torch. DM Kevin O'Shea.
Hi, I'm Kevin O'Shea, and O'Shea Computer on Twitter. I'm from Montero, California. I can never decide if my favorite color is blue or my favorite color is green, so I compromise with myself and I say my favorite color is seafoam. I will be playing. It's perfect. Today I will be playing Arcturian Exeter, a kobold rogue.
Ooh,
what an
sneaky.
interesting name. Arcturian, I love it.
Oh, I said Arcturian. I said the wrong thing. I'm.
Always check your character sheet.
Reggington Exeter. Excuse me.
He was thinking about Casey's old character.
This is the level of.
Well, Hayden inspired me to just reuse names from last campaign.
Who's
so
doing
it's
that?
Mr. Officer Arcturian.
My character has a completely different name from the character I was playing last campaign. What are you talking about?
You never heard of a homonym?
All right, Ray.
Hey, you're not supposed to say that anymore.
Hayden, you want to keep it going?
Sure. I am Hayden Greifneal, at HGNeils on Instagram and Twitter. Born and raised in Oakland, California. I am currently in Oakland, California. How about that? My favorite color. I'm colorblind. Every time if I try to say color, I'm like, if I say the wrong color, someone will be like. If I say, "Oh, I like this yellow," someone's like, "That's green, Hayden." I'll be like, "You're being a bigot at me. Chill out."
You guys, he's talking about himself, not his character, for the record, too.
No, it's canon that my character is colorblind. I am playing Kr. I am a half-drow a warlock hexblade, is what I am.
Beautiful. Casey Muller? Please
Yes.
continue.
I am, well, let me check my character sheet, make sure I say the right name. I am Casey. That's what it says at the top of the character sheet. Boy, we're really giving detailed bios. I am from Los Angeles, California. If you Google Los Angeles, the dot goes right where I was born and raised, central. My favorite color, well, I tell my kids my favorite color is brown because I feel like nobody ever picks that as their favorite color, and I want them to see that it's okay to avoid pink and purple and blue and green and all the popular colors and really, carve your own path. So brown, color of trees. I am playing.
He lies to his kids. It's canon.
I mean, it's educational. I am playing Celubsuni and he is a cleric because once in a while you gotta play a cleric. Plus,
Once in a while.
He's also an elf, giving me an excuse to watch a few seasons of The Crown to work on my British accent, which is bad, so I'll keep it light. And
because elves have British accents in the world Simon has designed.
So
It's
troubling,
some
really.
backstory there.
It's troubling.
Yeah. All those elves just running and operating the Death Star.
You know elves.
The sun never sets on the Elvish Empire.
Way
No.
to give away the ending. All right, and Cassie Butler.
Hey
Round us
guys, I'm Cassie. I born and raised San Francisco, still there. Well, we're talking about favorite colors. I guess mine's green. My character's name is Neerg, which is green backwards, just something really cool. Lance, those weren't cupcakes, they were cinnamon rolls. Anyways, I like to bake a lot. I like to YouTube. I'm not a social media, so no Instagram, no Twitter, none of that. But I'm working on my YouTube, so you'll see that before you know it. Yeah, I'm playing Neerg, the Residence Eyeball character, who you'll see in a few. She's not from San Francisco. She doesn't remember where she's from, so we'll find out soon enough.
Well, sweet.
So
Well,
maybe she's from San Francisco.
Maybe, yeah. You have a point there. I'm like...
again, way to give away the ending. All right, well, welcome. Just a brief description if you weren't with us on Monday. We are in a city called Alya Dór. It has just been rocked 18 months ago by an explosion that happened in between the human city of Alya Dór and its elven neighbor to the north. Neighbor, rough description. There was an explosion and it happened in the demilitarized zone between the two nations. Subsequently, a very odd thing happened, and in Alya Dór arrived a new race of people, but because of the refugee charter they had, they were allowed to hang out and thrive, and those are called the residents. They are humanoids who have an eyeball on their head and an affinity towards art and culture and music and all this good stuff. They have
a human with an eyeball on their head?
That's
They
it.
look like the emote that's in chat.
In it, Cray. And also you can see our characters in the bottom. I'm confused about if this is left or right, but in the bottom corner
Go like this.
of each of our screens. Now, what has happened is there is a war in the West. We won't get into it, but what has also occurred is there is a thinning of the Alya Guard, who is the town police, because this crater has not only brought possibly these residents with them, but also very, very bad monsters who have been attacking people, and they have caused the human and elven nation to create a guard together. So they're working together, and they have a patrol called the Patrol. But now what's happening is in the city of Alya Dór, crime is rampant. The police force is thin, and ordinary citizens have had to step up and take charge of helping citizens, getting cats out of trees, solving murders, things like that. So we will introduce you to the campaign in the office of Alya Guard Chief Kendrick Dean. Kendrick Dean sits at his desk smoking a cigarette, and in the chair across from him is a very beautiful, handsome elf man. And Casey, do you want to give us a description of your character?
Yes. Celub, 183 years young, white blonde hair, blue eyes, 6'4", a perfect specimen of everything an elf should be.
That's it.
That's
beautiful. All right. Well, Kendrick Dean, he sits across his face like an old school catcher's mitt. Just years of wear and tear, but battle scars on his face and knuckles tell you what he's been through. And he sits back in his chair and he smokes a cigarette. And do you go by Celub?
Yes, you may call me Celub.
And you're here because you shot someone in the ass.
Well,
Is this what I understand?
I was in the woods. I saw a deer, a pure white deer, and traditionally, in my race, that is a sign that you should move on and find a new adventure. And I like to think that seeing that deer is what then later caused me, yes, to accidentally fire an arrow into somebody's ass, as you say.
I think that doesn't please the Elven High Council very much, and I'm almost thankful for it, because for that reason I'm going to have you deputized right now, because you do have a reputation, and while you're a little bit green around the gills, we could say your skills are needed. And something has just come up. There's another... Yeah. Someone else will be joining us in just a minute, but I'm gonna give you the sash, and he hands you a sash. It's kind of ew. It's a little cringe, but it's a sash that you're gonna wear around your body. It's kind of like baby blue and yellow to announce to the world that you are a deputy in the service of Alya Dór.
I mean, it's kind of obvious, isn't it? Can I just keep it in a pocket and show it when I need to show it?
That's not how this works. Actually, our visual artist team worked very hard on making sure that these sashes would be seen from far away and announce to everyone that you're new deputies. You shouldn't get made fun of or anything like that. You're gonna be okay.
Very well.
And there's a knock on the door. It sounds like a small fist.
Would you get that for me?
I suppose so.
Please.
Thaumaturgy.
Oh, are you gonna thaumaturgy the door explosion?
You don't walk
So
across
the door
the room
explodes off its
when you
hinges.
can thaumaturge it open instead.
You know that resources are kind of...
But through the mist and through the smoke, there is a kobold. There's a short kobold. He's wearing, what is it? A bowler?
Yes, it's a derby hat.
Derby. Pardon. Please, Kevin, would you walk in?
Yeah, you see a 2'10" kobold and a purple, kind of lavender almost suit. It's threadbare, and he has on a bowler, and he has a large scar over his eye that disappears into the bowler. And you see in one eye he has a cracked monocle, and he's Donald Ducking it, no pants. And he, yes, that's correct, Lord Mother, the derby, not a fedora, thank you.
Thank God.
Yes, he says, "Good afternoon, gentlemen. Reggington Exeter, Inspector Freelance at your service."
It is entirely too early for you to be this loud and energetic, but I appreciate what you're bringing.
The sun is high in the sky. Let's get about on our business. And he wrings his small claw hands.
I like your moxie.
Yeah, actually, none of us are wearing pants right now. Please have a seat.
What?
Oh, I was talking to chat. That's why it made sense.
Simon,
Yeah.
give up how it all ends. Jesus.
None of us have pants on.
Let's see, when the door exploded, did anything else
We're all
explode? Do
wearing
we still have
dresses.
chairs? Casey, how
I believe it just.
thaumaturgical did you...
I think it just flings the door open.
Thanks.
I don't think it
Yeah.
shatters it, but
Well, new
it's your,
campaign.
it's your magic.
Please have a seat. Mr. Reggington, even though you wear no pants, no one can argue with the help that you've assisted the city over the last couple of years, and your origins are maybe suspect, but we do need your help, and you've indicated that you are willing to help the city. So,
And he hands you a sash, but it's kind of like the same size as Celub's. It's a large sash. But he just
Fantastic. My origins may be suspect, but my rates are fixed. It would be 5 gold a day.
I like how he's charging you.
you work for me or you go to jail. That's how this works.
It was an inspector freelance. You expect me to work for free?
Yes,
Well,
Lance.
no, but if there's something else I can help you out with, then I'm willing. Your
Yeah.
mentor. Are you listening now? Your mentor's in jail right now, right? Radcliffe? Is that his name?
Like Daniel?
Is
His
he?
name.
Sorry.
I know how much you care about him, and I know how much you want to see him back out. And getting caught red-handed in a noble's house isn't an easy one. But I'm personal friends with the judge. Now, you can help me with this right now. Then I will see to it that I can maybe get him off with a little lighter sentence. Might even keep his hand.
And that's a 12 insight.
Okay. For the reputation of Chief Kendrick Dean and what you know about the city and the history and all that, you do believe, you absolutely believe him to be a man of his word. He cares about the city almost as much as the art directors care about the colors on these sashes.
Wait a minute. It seems like the art director didn't really. Very well.
And
An
listen,
inspector can't expect to live off favors alone. So what is the arrangement here?
and if you happen to come upon any treasures in your dealings, and you don't want to tell me about it, I'll allow that. Keep what you find. But please, we need your help right now. There's been a murder. Well, I think it's a murder. There's a dead body. It's in the artist's belt. It's at a place called Ralph's Records. Anyone
Simon.
familiar with it?
I have to find a pen. I have to mute my mic. Sorry. One second.
Who was
Is that near the belt makers?
No, opposite side of the city. So, Ralph's Records is an artist's haven, and one of the folks that run the joint has come to me with assistance. And to be honest, I do not have any guard to spare. I do not have any police to offer, but a dead person is a dead person, and anything we can do to help them or their family, I would appreciate it.
Yes, happy to help. Do you know anything about this person?
I know nothing about this person.
Well,
Oh,
guess we can look at it.
all right. When you get there, you're gonna want to talk to H.
H?
That's your contact.
I found a pen. I found a pencil at first, and then I wrote, and then the lead, anyways, I'll be quiet.
No, tell us more. Tell us
The
more
lead
about
went
your
back
pen
into the pencil, and I couldn't write, so I found it anyways.
What color is the pen?
It's blue. Anyway.
Don't lie to him just because he's colorblind.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Hey, Sovereign Raven, thank you. We got our first Santa dog in the chat. That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, I don't
Much
even have
better on the
Santa
big
dog.
screen.
Sovereign's
So,
cool.
what do you two gentlemen say?
Well, it does seem like you're applying a lot of pressure, but I'm here to help, and happy to help.
Pressure's all we know. Mr. Reggington?
Well, very well. Shall we have at it?
Yes.
All right. Good luck. I would like a report by the end of the day.
What, back here?
Where else?
And where are we right now?
All right, you're at the you are in the center of town. You're at the city hall. You just met with you're near City Hall. You've just met with Chief Kendrick Dean, who is enlisted Celubsuni, the elf cleric, and Reggington, the Kobold investigator, freelance investigator, to help with a person who's just died. Well, you don't help with the person who's just died. They're dead. Can't really fix that. Anyways, the artist's belt is on the southwest side of the city. And as we cut to the artist's belt, there is music, there is life and vibrance, and there are people enjoying a beautiful day. There is music coming out of various places, and we do see a body, and it is draped in a white cloth. And over that cloth stands a drow with a very, very large sword, a little bit of scruff on his face, and he's
Half-Drow.
Half-Drow. Excuse me, Hop-a-Drow. He's looking perplexedly at the body on the floor.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit.
Oh,
Sorry,
This was a good kid. How sad is this, huh?
And everyone's just looking around you like, yeah, it's really sad. Who are you?
I pick up his arm and let it drop. Yeah, he seems to be dead.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll lie very much.
don't touch that. I think there's
Why? It's fine.
Yeah, but you just leave it, because there's people coming to check on him. I don't know.
I get it. I leave it. Strange customs you have.
And as you continue on like this, there is a man who steps out from Ralph's Records, and he is a sandy blonde hair. He does wear spectacles as such, and he walks up to Kr and says, "Hi.
Hello, my
For someone?
friend.
Are you okay?"
I am more than okay. How are you?
Oh, I'm fine, thank you.
Do you see this young kid? He is dead. That's sad. Ha ha!
Yeah, it's real sad. He was someone we'd seen around here.
I
little
know
bit,
he
but-
was good kid. He wasn't very good musician, but he was getting it. I knew him.
You knew him. Oh yeah. Good. And then from down the road, there is a large elf and a small kobold, and they are walking down the road. One is wearing a sash. One is kind of wearing a sash.
kind of. What does that even
Doubled over.
mean?
The
Is
sash
it like,
wearing
is he
it.
wearing it incorrectly, or like?
But
Kind of
Reggington
like
and
crisscross, kind of karate style.
oh, that's cool.
No.
That's exotic. That's a
Now,
cool way to
celeb,
wear the
may I
sash.
call you celeb?
Of course, pleased to make your acquaintance, Reggington. It's been yonks since I hung out with a kobold.
Fun time indeed, I imagine. Now, you were listening to Chief, as was I. Clearly, we have two jobs here. One, find out what happened to this poor person, and secondly, find treasure.
Yes.
Treasure.
So he said every treasure we find, we can keep.
Right. And he was very loose with the definition of find, so that could work out.
In fact,
well.
I don't believe he defined it at all.
Yes. That's the loosest kind of definition.
And from
Very well then.
from near the body, the guy sees you and he starts waving. Recognizes
still-
your sashes.
The
I'm
body
still
is
trying to-
waving?
I'm still trying to talk to this guy. What? Enough about this kid. He's dead. How are you doing? What's your name?
Holy cow. Sorry.
Is that
Thank you,
Yeah.
Anonymous,
Holy
for the
cow,
gift
anonymous
subscriptions.
gifter.
We salute you.
Was there
What?
was there a blabbermouth raid there too?
Oh, did we get one?
Oh, I'm on mute. Was
Well,
there?
thank you,
I don't
everybody.
know.
All
Thank
right.
you,
Very
Anonymous.
well.
It
Thank
sounds like
you.
a love song.
Thank you
Okay.
so much. Okay. Hi. Are you guys here to help with the body?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, tell me everything you know about this body.
Nice to meet you. Well, my name's H. I help out here at Ralph Records, and I don't know much about the person, but he was.
Tell me, H. Lots of things going on at Ralph Records. Many mysterious things he needs help with.
Honestly, okay. Well, there's a couple things, but this one is definitely the most prevalent right now. In any case, if you'd like to come inside, and he waves you in towards the doorway, and you hear some music, and he says, "You're really going to want to talk to Lillip about this." And as he leads you inside,
I'm sorry, so the most prevalent problem is murder around here.
Red rum.
mm-hmm.
How prevalent is it?
Well, I mean, this is the first time this is something like this has happened.
That doesn't sound prevalent at all.
Okay, well,
You seem to have a strong belief it wouldn't be the last time.
I mean, nobody.
What
really has
nefarious
any
things,
enemies.
H? Tell us what nefarious things are happening here at Ralph's Records.
Red rum.
And he points you towards another gentleman, and he's on stage, and he is playing in his band right now. You do see that there are people dressed up as residents, and they have eyeballs on their heads, but they seem to be wearing them, whereas there are other actual residents. One of them is a very beautiful, I could say, beautiful green-eyed. She sits off to the side, but the gentleman on stage, he's playing guitar, and he is wailing away, but all because of the use of, he has a snake on one of his fingers.
I see what you did there.
Kr walks up behind Celeb and heavily puts his hand on Celeb's shoulder and be like, "Hey, this is a good band, yeah?"
Yes. Somewhat simplistic, really, but what do you expect, right?
What can you expect? They're only humans, yeah?
Exactly. They study something for 30 years, they think they're good.
I like you. What is your name, my friend?
I'm Celubsuni and How about yourself?
Well, my name is Kr.
Kr.
See, it's a term from the old tongue. It's not really a name, but it more means harbinger, if you will.
Well, you know,
Oh.
it actually has a meaning in common as well.
Oh, do tell me.
Well, it's sort of like a mongrel, like an unwanted animal, kind of.
Oh, that's
Kr,
very
isn't
funny.
that
Thank you.
Isn't that more of a halfling name?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't spend a lot of time with halflings. Is that what they're named nowadays? Back when I was more familiar with halflings, 3,000 years ago, they didn't have names such as Kr.
3,000 years ago, maybe you knew my grandfather.
Oh, what was his name?
Oh, I'm named after him. He was also celeb.
I don't know this man, but
Oh.
if he was like you, I probably would have been great friends like we are.
Yes.
And the guy, having heard this, comes off the stage. He comes off the stage, and actually, can you guys keep talking for 1 second? I got to do one tech thing real quick. And I'm enjoying this, by the way.
You know,
He's not a
Yes.
tech person. This is funny.
First,
He's not
the
techy.
killing of his body, and now the killing of time. Mr. Kr, you know much about this mystery that is afoot.
What mystery?
What happened to this man here?
Why he died?
But how?
This is a good question. That's a good question. I'm not sure. People die. They born. They do people things. They eat. They die. They breathe. These
Now,
are
Celeb.
things I've seen people doing.
You notice how he changed the suspect. He changes the subject when we ask him how he died.
Very suspicious. I will ask you directly, sir. Do you know how this person died?
How? No, I do not.
Oh, see, he
that's
denied
a good question.
And the gentleman on the stage with the snake for a finger, he stops playing and he walks off the stage and looks at you, looks around and hello, are you here to help with the person who's died?
Yes, we're here to investigate
I kind of
murder.
overheard the whole thing. Absolutely.
You were shocked. You must have been shocked by this murder. You didn't stop your concert at all.
Well, absolutely. No. Well, this happened last night. We're on the second floor, and heard some commotion upon the third floor. And we didn't see anyone, but next thing I know, my friend Skinny's down on the ground floor, and he's dead. And we all really liked him. He was a good mate.
So it's your friend who's dead there.
But he's kind of an acquaintance. He really wanted to know how to play music. He wasn't maybe the best one, but everyone really liked him very much. And there was.
He was a good kid.
He didn't deserve this.
Did anyone like him too much?
I can't say anyone liked him too much. I mean, is that really a bad thing? Unless it's in matches of love, who knows?
It could be. It very well could have cost him his life.
Absolutely. Well, if there's anything you'd like to look into now, again, as I stated before, there was some commotion upon the third floor, and there was some banging around and all that. But by the time we've got there, we didn't see anything.
First, we'll examine the body, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. No, please.
So it's
So
covered
you
with
guys
a
want to go examine the body?
It's covered with a sheet, you said?
It's covered with a sheet. Yeah, kind of just out of respect.
Thaumaturgy!
Oh God! All right, you thaumaturgy the sheet off, and a bunch of the people are like, "Oh, that's not really."
Sorry,
I think you're supposed to.
it's
respect
unhygienic
kind
to
of thing."
touch
Oh,
a
geez.
sheet
Oh.
that's on a dead body.
This one knows a spell. How great!
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah, a lot of people are they're freaked out, but impressed. But there
Very
is the
well,
body.
official business. Calm down.
What would you like to do?
I know spell too. I use prestidigitation to turn the sheet a different color.
Ooh,
How'd you like?
very nice.
We are
Quite
friends.
impressive.
I will examine the body.
Okay, why don't you give me a check, an investigational check?
Do you want to help? Would you like to help me investigate?
Yes. And, peace be with you.
I believe it's
Is that celeb talk for guidance?
Yeah.
Guidance.
I just because I know Simon hates it.
Simon hates guidance.
almost hate it as much as the audience giving the cast guidance. Now, if
It's
anybody
true,
wants-
because I gave channel points, and like he's like, "You're really gonna give them guidance?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's just a D4.
So that's 26.
26 investigation.
That's good.
Okay.
That's really
Yes.
high."
Also,
What
while
you
this,
are-
while they're investigating, Kr bends down and lifts up his arm again, drops it. He's like, "See, he's dead."
Yeah, we know he's dead.
Not
Can you
alive
just
anymore.
stop? Why did you make the sheet the different color? That's so weird, but okay. So with a 26, what you are going to notice is skin and dried blood under his fingernails.
These seem like he was defending himself. We must look for who has scratch marks. But where?
Great. Would you like to go to all 9,000 people in the city and check them for scratch marks?
Yes.
All right.
I mean,
Never
I
mind.
figured we'd start at the 3rd floor.
Right. Okay. From the side, H, he comes up and says, "Absolutely. If there's anything you want to check, just please follow me." And he takes you up to the 3rd floor, and he opens the door. Now, what you see is there's a staircase, and on the right side is a door. Opening the door, there's a lot of costumes and set pieces and things like that. But the room is yours.
So this is some sort of performance space then.
Absolutely, yes. This is Ralph's Records. People come here from all over the land, trying to just be themselves and make music and make people happy.
All right.
Sounds like
So-
real life. Yeah.
So Ralph's Records is like 3-story record shop.
No,
Yep.
it's there's no records. It's Ralph's Records, and what it is this guy a long time ago. Not even sure if he actually existed. His name supposedly was Ralph, and he maintained and kept records for music and art, and he keeps books, and he keeps sheet music and things like that. So he kept records to preserve the historical and very important nature of art.
And so we're all familiar with this?
Art. Yes.
Probably not as much. Celubsuni, definitely not. Reggington, maybe a little bit. And then as an investigator, he would have. Kr is just like. And as you're.
So what are the records on the 3rd floor?
Well, I'll tell you. But as you're walking around, looking in the room, H comes back and he says, "Can I ask you just quickly one more thing? Listen, I know that you guys are doing a lot of work and a hard job, and I appreciate it. But just for peace of mind, it would make
Out
us
with
feel
it,
a lot
man.
better if we had one of ours assisting you.
One of your
I know they
whats.
haven't been deputized yet, but this is Neerg.
Very well, another set of eyes should help.
I
This
see
one
them,
just
like-
has one eye. It's not the
Okay,
set.
I'm like doing stuff. What do I see when they walk in? I'm like,
Go Kev, thanks for the shout out.
what do I see?
What you see?
I would do a PogChamp mode, but that's banned now.
This is Neerg. They've been a very very helpful investigator. Not really so much investigating, but they've been a keen knack for finding things that have gone missing. She is she's a resident, and I just hope that you'll accept that help.
You see like a 5'10" woman with like blonde hair, but she has an eye for a head, and it's green, and she has on thigh-high black boots, black pants, white shirt, white tie, black tuxedo jacket. She runs up, touches one of you, spins in circles, walks away. Goes back to what she's doing.
Haha, it's nice trick, I think. Haha.
I run up to KR, do the same thing.
Ha! Thank you very much for showing me your trick.
That's how
My
she
friends.
says hi.
If you need anything, I'll be downstairs. And H walks off. Lillip, the snake finger, is still there, and he's just guiding around the room. Look, I've told you before. I mean, there's costumes, there's things for people to wear, and some set pieces and all that. But if you want, please help yourself. Look around.
Now, Lillip, this is where you heard the commotion.
Well, I heard it from the second floor. We were downstairs, right? And we heard a little bit of footsteps. We heard someone coming up here and playing some music, which isn't abnormal. But then we heard a little bit of tumbling. We heard a yell, and that's when H and I and some of the other mates went to go investigate what was going on.
So you were on the second floor, and you heard a commotion from the third floor, and he ended up dead on the ground outside.
I mean, if you really want to be specific about it, I didn't hear a commotion from the third floor. I heard a commotion on the third floor. You look like a chap who's
From the second floor, that's
I
what...
run
From the
up
second
to
floor, that's right.
Reggington,
That's right.
nod, and run away again, and go back to what I was doing.
Promise that
It was
Neerg
on the
is
third
quite
floor.
helpful in most matters. Might be a little bit, the residents are quite peculiar folks,
Yes, yes.
but that's why we love them. What do you guys want to do?
So are there
I start
signs?
brushing my hair.
Are there signs of a
They're
struggle?
gas.
Why don't you give me an investigation check?
do you want to
Finally,
help me with
a
an
dice
investigation
roll.
check?
Yes, I'll help you with an investigation.
Yay, dice rolls! It's been like an hour or 43 minutes. I'm sorry. Yay, dice rolls.
I
Just
love
hear these
rolling.
guys rolling in my hands.
Ooh, so
They
pretty.
see him rolling.
I'm not rolling a dice. I just want to get in on it.
Casey and
Alright,
Cassie are
That's
not
a 26.
the same. Ooh, nice.
Another
We're not the same
26.
person.
Fantastic. Celeb, what did you get?
I got an 18.
That's fine. So with an 18 first, I'm going to say, Celeb, you go approach the window and you look around, and while you don't see much, you do find a article of clothing with sort of a what is it called? Flannel? Is that a word? Flannel pattern of clothing stuck in the window that seems like it was torn off.
And what sort of clothing was the body wearing?
Not that. Reg, you with a 26 do notice that there is a barrel off to the side, and while everything up here is kind of dusty, this barrel seems to have been moved very recently. As you go check out the barrel, you walk up and you look around, and in the dust you see, now this is behind stuff that looks like it's been there for quite some time, but in there you do see some footprints. You see footprints that look very small.
Simon, what's the character you're playing's name again?
I have big feet.
Snake finger?
Philip?
My character. Well, and Cassie. but-
Snake Finger, my friend! How are you doing?
I'm fantastic, thank you. How are you? I mean, we've been better because our friend is dead, but
Oh, yes, very sad. People die, it's sad. Haha, I understand.
well, you seem like a totally upbeat fellow. This is quite nice.
This
Thank you
this
for-
way you speak is very strange to me. Where are you from?
I'm half elf. My dad's from Sinyabar to the north.
That's great city. Lots of friends in city there.
Right. Good. Yes, you know, of course.
You see your parents often.
I don't see my parents so often.
That's
no.
sad. You should see them. Family important, you know?
I'll be sure to keep that in mind. It's very nice of you to mention it.
Reggington is just looking at Snake Finger's feet. And trying to
Yeah.
discern the size of his feet.
Snake Finger's feet are normal sized, humanoid feet. The prints that you saw, they're small. They look like they could belong to halfling, gnome, maybe child, something like that.
Maybe somebody with a halfling name. And what was what was H wearing? How was H dressed?
H was just wearing like a kind of a button-up shirt and a vest, and I'll go over the stylings of the town a little bit. We do very much care about style in this campaign, but he was wearing sort of a button-up shirt with a vest, and normal people-sized feet.
So have we seen any flannel around this place?
You've not seen any flannel, no.
No flannels, you guys. Simon, do I know about the murders and why everybody just showed up and that they're
Yes,
investigating
you are
it?
definitely
Okay.
an intricate part of Ralph's records, and having come here after the crash 18 months ago, you've found a place to really, be yourself. And so, yeah, you in essence do.
Do I know that they're here to investigate the murder?
Yes.
Can I telepathically message them?
Yes, and for
About
everybody
it?
watching right now, if you don't know, the residence race in this campaign, they communicate via telepathy.
AKA me.
Yeah. And as not to be rude, they usually do it to everyone in a general vicinity as it's like talking.
Okay. And just so
Can we-
everybody gets it, no blinking. I don't need food. Don't need water. I tried asking how I get nutrients. I'm assuming I'm like a plant. Don't ask. That's all I got from it, and we're just gonna go with that. It's D&D. Does anything make
Just
sense?
live off
No.
magazine.
And I put the PDF for the race in chat.
Please do, and I hope the link works. I did say to Simon, that's a great descriptive word, is that the residents look like they need Visine because they have these huge red veins on the side of their eye, so they do look like it.
They look
except
dry
it does
out.
420
not.
all the time.
Dry out sometimes.
Exactly, except she's not a 420-er, because I don't think they have... Well, that town doesn't have that. She
We'll go over
wishes they
Jackson.
did, but one day.
Bullshit. We're
One
going
day
to a
it'll be
different town.
legal. Yeah.
So,
Simon, I rolled an 18 plus whatever to tell them about these red rums, aka murders. Yeah.
Good. You don't need to roll to tell people, but
But I did.
About murders?
I don't know. You said they're here to investigate it, so
Yeah, they're here to
maybe I
investigate the
know
murder.
something about it.
Yeah. Do you want to ask them?
I
Oh,
do.
do you know-
I telepathically message. Who would I trust the most out of these three? Not the Kobold. No offense, Kevin. Not the Drow. I'm gonna go with Celubsuni, and I telepathically message them. I'm like, hey, why are you guys here?
Oh.
Real quick, Simon, can I share this whole setting PDF?
Please.
that cool?
No.
No.
okay.
Not the whole
Oh.
setting, but if you could just do the if anybody wants to see the residence race, I appreciate that.
The
Thank you.
residence thing is part of the setting PDF.
Yeah.
yeah, you'd have to like delete all the other pages.
Hey,
You
Lore
guys were
Mother,
tech
are you able
savvy,
to just?
obviously.
I'll figure it out. I'll figure it out.
Well, not Casey's
That's fine.
text.
Thank you.
So Reggington
Go ahead.
calls Neerg and Celeb, and he goes, "You, Kr, are you helping us investigate, or are you just hanging about?"
I'm helping, yeah? How? Do you need help? I can help. What do you need, my
alright.
friend?
I just wanted to check in. So, and I point out to the barrel to everyone, and do you see these tracks in the barrel? Something small, something maybe slightly larger than myself, moved this barrel and moved through the dust.
Yes, you are very small. Ha ha! I
So like a
found you.
3'2" character. Okay.
Is this a riddle? This is great fun. Riddles are very fun.
And he points to his feet. I have clawed talon feet, and this looks like more like a small halfling or a large gnome, perhaps.
Ah,
Large
yes.
gnome.
This riddle very difficult. You're very clever, my friend.
It is a riddle indeed, but we must find the answer. Have we seen? And then he points to Celeb. Have we seen anyone matching the plaid that he has found there?
I haven't seen plaid like this in many years.
Like
Since
it's some
1993.
ancient,
Exactly.
like it's some mythical plaid flannel shirt.
Well, let's
All right,
let's begin canvassing the witnesses, shall we? See if anyone saw someone wearing this plaid.
Yes, Simon, did the murder? It happened here, right?
That's right.
At Ralph's record?
The person skinny fell out of the third floor window.
Oh. Okay, do I know anything about this? that I can share with
You were just hanging out on the second floor with Lillip and H and everybody, all the artists, and you heard the commotion upstairs, and then you all rushed to go see what it was. But it was pretty dark, and you weren't able to really get a good glimpse of anything.
And they were dead already. Okay. Sounds about right.
Right.
And
and I'll let you guys know what you can do is you can refer to the city map in your PDF. There's the north, mid, and south sections of town. There are various businesses around the area. Just to let you know what options you have.
would I know why they were possibly murdered?
No, it wouldn't occur to you. All you know about Skinny is you didn't know them very well. Maybe said hello in passing. He was very shy, but he just wanted to play guitar, and he just wanted to come and hang out.
Poor guy.
Yeah. And Lillip chimes in. He says, "Absolutely. Actually, Skinny was somewhat of an orphan. His parents were killed in the initial crash of the crate 18 months ago.
Oh,
So
I can't
we
cry, you guys, but if I could.
So we were mostly his only family." Right.
Okay, as an artist, I really want to help the investigation. So I run up to everybody, and I grab their hand, shake it, do like 3 spins, run away, and then go back to what I was doing and kind of like hide, but peek around the corner to see if they even notice.
Classic.
Very
Reggington.
good.
She's kind of shy, you know.
What do you guys want to do?
I would like to interview people who may have seen the plaid.
Okay. From your vantage point, the first place that you see outside of the window across the way is a place called the Ocean Ale House. That's the furthest place in visual vicinity.
That's the
Do we-
direction of the window.
Right.
Do we know the day it happened? If anybody, do I know like anybody different who came into the record shop? I know it's on the second floor, but like.
That's the thing. People are in and out all the time buying things. It's very popular and very busy. Back on the first floor, you see a very beautiful half-elf woman and a man, a very unassuming man, very serious. They're just sort of packing boxes, and they're putting all manner of art into these packages for sale. So they sell things here.
I'm gonna go downstairs and I'm gonna write down my questions on a piece of paper. I'm gonna say, did you see anybody weird come in on the day, whatever day that guy was murdered? And then I fold
Yesterday?
it into thirds. Yes.
Oh, it was yesterday?
I didn't know it was yesterday. Okay,
His body's
I write
starting
yesterday.
to smell.
Yeah, he didn't say that. Okay, so I write yesterday, and
Well,
then I
it's
fold
morning.
it
Yeah.
into
Uh-huh.
a cool triangle, and then I give it to them, and then I walk away and kind of look.
Cool. You give it to who?
Whoever's working downstairs that you said.
Okay.
I don't know their names. What are their names?
Um,
I work with them, so.
yeah. They're Shayna and Tomas.
Okay, I give it to Shayna.
Okay. And she just opens it up. She says, "No, I'm sorry."
Okay. I run up to where Celeb is, and I write it on a piece of paper. Nobody weird came in that day, and I fold it into thirds. I give it to Celeb, or run away and look at him.
Your handwriting is surprisingly bad for someone who can't speak.
Yeah, it looks like I wrote with. She's right-handed. It looks like she wrote with her left hand. So
They did just learn the language like 18 months ago.
I
yeah.
say, ha! That is very rude, I think. That's very funny. Ha ha!
Elves are all about constructive criticism.
And
Very constructive. Ha! Like big house.
Yes, the biggest house.
And H comes up and says, like, "Well, listen, if there isn't anything much else, we need to get on with our show." And
H,
get
my
people in
friend,
here."
how big are your feet? I like.
I don't
I'm
know,
looking
is
at his
it
feet.
Maybe a 12, something like that.
Okay, well, H is distracted looking at his feet.
Yeah.
I'm going to investigate this room for treasure.
Okay.
Your feet too big. You play your show. You make your great music. Good friend.
And
go,
that's
go play.
a 13.
You see that there is a glass jar. It's a tip jar for performers, and you're able to tell that it has exactly 54 pieces of silver in it.
Oh, exactly 54, you guys. He's really good at counting.
And
I am
You're like a carnival guy.
now listen, the last thing, I don't know if anybody mentioned this before, if it matters, but one of our very, very expensive objects was stolen, or went missing. But some of us are thinking that perhaps something this might have something to do with something. But one of our eyeballs, is gone, and these are
your
eyeballs.
eyeballs.
That's
And I look,
that's not considered a polite term for the residents, H.
and I look at everybody.
Oh no,
and I
it's
go
okay.
like,
It bothers me that you measure them in financial value.
No.
My
As a
God.
matter of fact, the residents are the residents, but some of our performers wear eyeballs on their heads, and they look like, sort of in honor of our new guests.
They,
Like
Now
Neerg.
these eyeballs are quite expensive.
they perform in eyeball face.
Well, as a matter of fact, yes.
That is questionable.
I
don't
shake
know.
my head.
The residents quite like it. They're quite fond
Yes,
of it.
just because you're friends with a resident doesn't mean you can dress
I
up.
I really think you should let the residents say if they like it or not.
I mean, they seem to enjoy it. It's kind of funny. One time, one of them put on a big human head. It was kind of nice.
This
But in any
sounds like
case-
great fun. Ha ha ha.
I find the human head and I show it to everybody.
So we don't know if this had anything to do with it, but the eyeballs missing, it did cost about close to 1,000 gold.
Where are the rest of these eyeballs?
They're downstairs right now, and he'll lead you downstairs, and you see on stage the performers. There are human performers wearing eyeball heads, but there's one who's sitting on a chair with a potato sack over their face, and they're just shaking their head left and right, and they're just putting their face in their hands, and they just look so distraught.
Do they look like a scarecrow or
And
just
he's-
like somebody with a burlap sack on their head?
Yeah, just like somebody with a potato sack on their head.
Okay.
Like Scarecrow from the Batman
Um,
movie.
that,
Yeah.
that was
That's what I was
that
imagining.
Is he
eyeball belonged-
performing currently, or is he just sitting there looking sad?
He's just kind of sitting there looking sad.
So sad
and he'll point and say,
scarecrow.
"Now that was their eyeball. They're pretty distraught about it. That was their identity, and unfortunately, they don't have anything to perform in right now."
You there, Potato Man!
And it just looks up at you,
How big are your feet?
Stop!
and it mines, just puts their hand on their shoulder, takes their foot off, looks at it, hands it to you,
I'm sorry.
and then they put their face in their hands and they start miming crying again.
We've heard of the tragedy of your eye.
I
We would
sit by
shake their
them
hand.
We'd like
and
to
start
see
doing the same.
its return.
And they shake their head, big shake.
Now, is there a reward for the eye?
They shake their head left and right. We're pretty meager artists here. We don't have a whole lot, but if there was anyone who could return
H,
the eye, we
we're
would-
speaking to Potato Man. It's rude for you to interrupt.
Oh, I mean, I sort of speak on behalf of the band. They don't they don't talk.
You're bigger artists, yet you have $1,000 eyeball. That's very weird. I like it.
Well,
Kr is correct. It is peculiar. Has anyone approached you about buying this eyeball?
No, actually, no one's approached us yet. But if anyone did, then I would let you'd be the first to know.
But before it went missing, no one seemed interested in the eyeball.
No one approached us about buying the eyeball.
If
we
the
wouldn't have sold
eyeballs
it,
are
but-
not interesting, how come you wear them?
I mean, the
I do not
eyeballs are
understand.
interesting. It's more about the visualization in the music, but that's all.
I trust you to be musicians. You never know. They're so creative. Ha ha.
So, yeah, if you could help find that, that would be fantastic. But we don't know if this was a robbery or anything like that.
H, when was this commotion you heard?
Last night.
What time?
Maybe, I don't know, midnight, 1 a.m.?
Midnight. And so then the body has just been sitting out there. When did you cover it with the sheet?
After we saw it from the window, we wanted to give it a little bit of privacy and respect, so we put the sheet over it, the one that you blew off and turned different colors.
Yes, when was that?
That was right after the accident. That was probably around. Yeah.
So around 1 a.m. as well. And so then you just left the body there all night.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, we don't.
That's like old custom. We used to leave body out in the field for the wolf to eat.
Yes, were there any animals in the morning? Did you leave somebody to watch the body?
No, as a matter of fact, we had someone watching the body the whole time.
Who was that?
We wanted to make sure that nothing happened.
We need to speak with this person.
Okay, well, it's me. Also
You're acting
Neerg.
very suspicious, H.
I'm sorry you feel like that, but if there's
Oh, I
anything
was
you wanna
helping
know, I'd be
watch
happy
the
to tell
body?
you. Yeah, you were helping watch the body. You
Oh.
all took watches watching the body.
I telepathic message everybody like an image of the body while I was watching it. Yeah, that's all I
so-
saw.
Yes, that is what he looked like.
But now you guys have a good idea of how they look. The eye.
I suddenly pictured why he looked, how he looked. Very strange. Ha! I have no idea where this came from.
Well,
Should we venture to the Ocean Ale House?
Yes, I think so.
I come too. You are my friends.
okay. Well, if there's anything else y'all want to know, please feel free to come back anytime, and our door's open. And really, we do hope that you find, whatever happened. Don't hope for the worst, but okay.
And H, do
You
you
hope for the worst.
do you
No,
store
we don't hope for the.
do you store these eyeballs in a locked safe or protect them in any way?
Well, we might now. I mean, won't we? But usually we just keep them upstairs.
1,000 gold is a lot of money for a rough part of town like here.
Well, it's not that rough. I mean, we have, we got a lot of people who care about this place, and
Oh, you're gentrifying.
no. I mean, it's somewhere in between. We don't embrace or turn anyone away because of who they are or where they're from.
And then I
As long
look
as
at
they can pay
Reggington.
rent.
Sorry about. Okay. What's else?
We're going to the
Okay,
ale
so you want to go to the Ocean Ale House, Casey?
Yes.
Excellent.
Kr comes, and on the way, I ask random passerbys how big their feet are.
yeah, you just hear 8, 9. 12.
Do we run into anybody with small feet?
You've not run into anybody with small feet, but there are, children around and stuff.
I ask a child how big their feet. Hello, little one.
Yeah.
You're small. How big are your feet?
I'm full. And they just the mom just
Mr.
immediately
Reggington,
puts-
that one is his feet very small.
the mom
Look.
just immediately puts the arm around and just ushers the kid away and just don't look, honey, don't look at them.
Come back. We just tried to solve riddle.
Very underdeveloped linguistic skills for a 4-year-old. I don't think he's quite capable of the crime.
Would you
We're
leave my
searching
child
for.
alone, please?
You
Stop
wouldn't
it.
believe
Who
what
asked
ki-
you?
You wouldn't believe what children are capable of.
You deputy.
Ma'am, if your
son.
child had committed a murder, wouldn't you want to be the first to know?
My child, go. Who hired you? And she just walks
Ma'am,
off.
do you have flannel
Sure,
pajamas
it's-
for your child?
And they're gone.
What can you do?
Simon, also, are there any clothing shops in town that sell flannels?
Absolutely. So
I want to check that out after we go to Ocean Ale House.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you can check that out after Ocean Ale House. What we have here. Oops, that's not the one. What you see is. So you get to the Ocean Ale House. There's a a very jolly, tall, kind of sturdy man. He's a human, big beard. Unfortunately, a man bun, but he pulls it off. Let's see, what anybody know? Neerg, you might know him as Miles of the Ocean Ale House.
I walk up to him and squeeze his man bun and so very fun.
All right. He's like, yeah, you're gonna have to buy me dinner next time.
Great fun. We're friends.
Cool. So, what's up, guys? We gonna rage? We gonna get drunk? What's going on?
Raging.
Oh yeah. By the way, this entire time, Kr is dragging an enormous sword that looks like it's too big for him to carry around.
Like the Final Fantasy sword.
Like
He's Cloud or some shit.
That's what
Now we're
I
in
imagine.
Rory retconning stuff.
Tight.
I imagine Kr as like a short person that their sword was taller than them, but Simon's like, no, he's a drow. I was like, oh yeah. Anyways, I telepathically message Miles like a picture of me drinking a beer since I can't actually drink. Like an image
Whoa.
of that, and
Did you
then
just, like-
that's how I say hi.
Did you just like go into my head without consent? That was tight. Okay. Cool.
I do another message, and I'm shaking my head like this.
Cool. All right. I like it. You know, for like an eyeball head, pretty hot. Okay. Cool. So I'll pour you. So he pours you beer. He's like, cool. It's gonna be 1 gold, please.
I pay for it, and then I give it to Celubsuni because I can't drink it.
Oh,
Thank you.
Guys, I just realized the character I made is just Sephiroth.
But then,
Oh shit. What have I done?
but then I telepathically message and image to Miles of me drinking the beer he gave me, even though I got the Celubsuni.
So Kr, who's your mom? Whoa.
Yeah, who is Kr's mom?
Oh, Sephiroth.
It's long story.
Okay. So cool. Pretty cool. So you guys like a band or something?
Something like
We are
that.
band of friends. We are great friends now.
we are investigators with the city.
I see the sash. I didn't want to like out you because like I didn't want to like narc on you for drinking while working or anything, so I wasn't gonna say anything. But,
Oh, that's
yeah,
very
pretty
kind
cool.
of you.
Tight. Cool.
Neerg's a curious character. She's like going around the bar, picking up coasters, looking at the photo on them, setting them back down, picking up glasses, reading them, assuming they have a logo,
Oh,
setting them
collector.
back down, looking
Cool.
at everything. Not stealing. Not yet. Just looking.
Yeah, we know who the thieves are here.
Now-
Cool.
Now, Miles, you're a bright man. I'm sure you're aware of the commotion at Randy's Records.
Ralph's.
When?
Ralph's Records.
I telepathic message Reggington viciously.
Okay.
Ralph's Records.
I don't know when.
Whatever he
like,
said.
What commotion? There's commotion there all the time. I mean, they're like, eyeball dudes like playing music. It's crazy.
I think it's called Ronald Records, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. Ralph's Records. Knew him.
Ronald
knew him
Reagan
well.
Records.
He's
3
a good
R's.
man.
Uh,
Rest in peace, Ralph.
RQ.
I don't know if he was real, dude. He's crazy.
well, what is real is the dead body out front of them now.
Oh, snap. What? It's a body? Like, someone died? Are you serious?
Yes. Deadly.
Oh, that's crazy.
serious.
Okay. So, like,
Why is
before you
crazy?
guys, like, give me
People
the...
die all the time.
All right, before you give me, like, the 15th degree or whatever, I can tell you what I saw. Like, last night, I heard, like, I was out moving some of the wine barrels out back. I noticed that one of my wagons was missing. I didn't think much of it at the time because I heard a scream and then I saw like a body fall out the window. It was crazy, but I just thought it was like some like music like performance shit. But then like these other 2 little bodies like went out the window after him and like I don't know. I'd been drinking a little bit, so it's kind of tipsy. But
Well, what did the other 2 bodies look like?
I don't know, dude. It was like really dark, but small, I guess. One of them seemed to land, and then the other one came, and then they limped off.
Which direction?
Well, they went. It was like north, I guess.
North.
Hold on, which way? And he sort of reorients himself,
Just
like
just
that way.
point. Which way is he pointing?
That's that way. Okay.
Is
crazy.
he pointing north?
So yes.
Oh.
So what's going on is like.
Well,
dead body.
can you give us anything else? Did you see hair color, clothing color?
No, dude, it was like super dark. All I saw was that they were just like little dudes, right? Or dudettes. I don't know. Couldn't really tell.
And you were outside when you saw this?
Yeah. I was like moving one of the wine barrels, and then I heard something, and then looked, and that was it. Again, I just thought it was like some crazy like performance art or something like that. It's crazy.
And what kind of clothes is Miles wearing?
Miles is he's got an apron on. He's wearing flannel, but it's blue. The flannel that you have is it's kind of reddish.
I was gonna ask if he was wearing a flannel.
Of course he is.
Miles, I like your shirt. Where can someone find a fine flannel like that?
Oh, dude, a man as like well dressed as yourself, you'd probably know that George the Clother is
George the Clother in the fashion district.
That's the dude, yeah. He hooked it up. I see you got your sweet hat from the Hatter. Love that place. Great friend of mine, good customer. So, yeah, crazy. So I don't know, George the Clother. He, does the clothes.
I
All right.
telepathically message a flannel I have from George the Clother, and it's like pink and purple with like black stripes and like some green accents to go with my eye. I want it to accent my look. I only wear that under my tuxedo jackets on holidays. Yeah.
Very handsome.
Well, I guess.
My friend, how big are your feet?
Oh, dude, these are like, I don't know, 14s. Like, I got really big, you know what I'm saying?
Don't worry, we're just trying to. We're trying to solve riddle. It's cool.
Okay, cool. Well,
Yes.
yeah, if you guys don't need anything else, I'm going to get to, like, the line that's kind of behind you so we can, rage. Get trashed. Sounds good. Okay.
I order another beer, and this time I give it to Kr.
Okay.
Great friend, thank you very much.
And I nod.
Kr fucking downs this thing.
And then I telepathically
dude.
message him an image
what's
of
up.
him like passed out on a bed after too many of these drinks.
That's tight. That's what's up.
In
Yeah.
a flannel, of course.
All right.
I guess we're heading north.
To George the Clother.
North it is.
George the
Flannel.
Clother.
So you guys are going to George the Clother,
Well,
huh?
He sells the flannels.
Look,
Maybe he knows who bought this flannel.
It looks like straight north is the Games Escape or the Dr. Beard Curative Center.
Oh,
You
we have a
guys-
map.
I'm not good with directions. Like, I barely understand Siri.
I mean, there's no compass rose on this map, so who knows where everything is.
Who's Siri?
Who is
But-
this Siri you talk about? How big are their feet?
Let me take a gander. Yeah, we're gonna go. I'm gonna go to George the Clother.
Okay, you're going to go to George the
I
Clother.
don't even see that on the map.
It's on the north side.
Casey or
What?
Celubsuni can't read topographical maps, obviously, so he's lost. But I
Yeah,
telepathic
Casey, I bet you don't
message.
even know semaphore.
Yeah,
A2.
right? And other things that Kevin was talking about.
This
I
George is-
telepathic message Celubsuni an image of where this store is, along
Oh.
with Reggington and Kr.
That's really far away from where we are.
Oh, it just seems like it. It's like San Francisco blocks. The blocks seem really long, but you'll be there in like 20 minutes.
I'm just saying we're gonna pass like 7 other stores. Shouldn't we at least see if anyone
Oh.
saw anything?
Sure, fine. Like where? So viewers know, because they can't see what we see. What stores will we pass going through Alya Dór to the clother stop to look at flannels?
Do you guys have an actual map you're looking at, or are you role playing this?
This is called faking it till you make it. And
I'm
my
looking at the
teacher
PDF
taught me
map.
that
Yeah, I'm looking at
C's
that.
get degrees. I do
That
have
we're
the
not allowed to
PDF
share.
up, but I can't read maps, so.
Laura,
So
do you want to
we
show
are at
the map?
we're in the north side, or sorry, we're not on the north side. We are at the welcomed expanse in the Artist Belt A1 Ralph's Records.
Thank you,
If
Reggie.
we head north, Casey is correct. There is the Kabuki Playhouse,
Ooh.
the Alya Dór, the Game Escape, and the Curative Center with. And
Do
then
they make
we
your
walk
feet
through
bigger?
the Mid City with the Town Center and the Market District, and all the way through the North Side to make it to George the Clother.
So we should go to the Kabuki Theater, because that sounds cool.
Yeah,
Or
you know, we
Playhouse.
shouldn't even bother with this murder. Let's go to the Kabuki Theater.
Let's go to the Kabuki Playhouse and see what's going on.
Love it! I love the Kabuki Theater.
I'll
It's better
save
than
some
Cherry
time.
Queen.
There's a play going on. There's a very, very short man with large glasses. Very old.
Small feet, short man.
No. He said, "I don't have time for you right now. I'm sorry. You have to go."
Kabuki is so great. Mortals come up with such silly things.
What?
Make it fast. I know you guys are working here for the city. What do you want?
Have you seen this man? Neerg, give him.
I
give me
vicious.
the image.
I sent them an image of a man in a flannel dead on the floor.
Oh God, no.
Look at his feet.
And then
Nope.
and then I don't know if the feet are in the image. I'm like,
No, they didn't see anything.
they
How
said
big are this
nothing.
man's feet?
Old man, big. So I don't know. 10s, not.
Old man, take a look at your
I feel like
feet.
as you
They're
age,
a lot
though, you
like
kinda shrink.
mine.
So you're
Oh
like size
man,
12
take a
to
look
10.
at my feet. They're
Stop looking at my
too
feet.
big.
Knock it off.
I telepathic message him an image, not of his feet, of
pics?
my own.
Oh, weird.
This guy looks
That
like
is-
he would be
that is
asleep
good.
at midnight.
Yeah,
quite
so he
specific.
hasn't seen the person I imaged him telepathically.
No, and he doesn't bring
Okay.
up any odd or peculiar happenings.
Does he recognize that flannel? Maybe from a patron of the Kabuki Playhouse.
No.
Okay. Well, I start looking around his store and picking stuff up, setting it down, turning around to look at them,
Does anything look out of
and
place
investigating.
at the Game Escape or the Alya Dór? Like any broken windows or signs of break-ins or struggles?
Good question. You don't see anything. No swinging doors, no broken windows. Nothing. Nothing like that. Just everything. People going about their business.
Are there other people there buying, like, I don't know, popcorn or whatever they buy at the Kabuki Playhouse?
Yeah, there's other people there. I mean, there's a lot of people. There's like 9,000 people in the city. So
Well, I know, but we're at the Kabuki Playhouse. I was wondering if there was anybody there worth noting.
Nothing.
Maybe
Okay.
they ran to the doctor. Maybe they injured in their fall. And they needed the curative center.
Okay, so you want to go talk to, let's see, Reg would probably know. His name is Dr. Beard. He is a very, very sweet guy, kind of on the short side. He is,
How big are his feet? Sorry. I'm like,
yeah, his feet
Tell us
are
your feet size!
normal size feet.
When I ask how big someone's feet are, you can just say small or big.
Okay, big. Yeah. And he's just bandaging up somebody that looks like they kind of jammed their finger in something, and he puts a finger up, but he sees your sashes, and he just motions to the person whom he's helping. Just one moment, and then he walks up to you. Hi.
Hello!
Hi. I'm investigator. I'm Dr. Beard. Nice to meet you.
Hello, Dr. Beard. So nice to meet you. Have you seen any small feet recently?
Yes. I small feet. His feet are normal. He's a dwarf. Half dwarf. Yep. And Normal feet, but he says.
Okay, the term normal is very judgmental, but we can move past that.
Half dwarf with normal feet.
That's right.
Normal. Normal for a half.
Speaking from an Earth perspective. Sorry.
Yeah, normal for the half-dwarf. And Dr. Beard, big fan of your work. Reggington Exeter here, Inspector Freelance. We are investigating for the city the occurrences at the record store last night.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure as the resident's doctor, you're familiar that there was a murder.
Oh no, I wasn't aware of a murder.
No, a murder
I'm sorry
occurred
to hear that.
last night, and we have reason to believe the suspects, 2 of them, fled in this direction from the record store.
What suspects? And you do understand that as a doctor, I have to, keep a little bit of patient-doctor confidentiality. But if there's something I can tell you, I will. Now what?
Dr. Beard, did you not see the sash?
Okay.
This is an official matter.
I understand. But please,
Late
you have to
last
also
night, did
understand.
anyone come here seeking treatment for injuries that likely occurred on a fall? Or maybe they had combat wounds, deep scratches across their body or face.
Yes. As a
I
matter
think we
of
can
fact.
move on. There's nothing to talk to this. Wait, what?
No, actually, yes. As a matter of fact, I was awakened in the middle of the night. I'd just gotten to bed, and there was a pounding on the door downstairs. There was 2 children.
Children.
Yeah, 2 children. One of them, he seemed to be on the floor. And I remember this because it was odd. He was holding something quite large.
Perhaps a giant eye.
Perhaps. I wasn't able to see what it was. What looked like
But
the
we
younger...
can't rule it out.
What looked like the younger child was very scared and somewhat frantic. And he said that his brother had just fallen out of a tree and he needed help. And I said, I'm going to go get our wheelchair, and I'll have to have you fill out some paperwork. And he seemed to get a little bit excited about that, but I left I couldn't have been gone for more than a minute to get the wheelchair, and by the time I came out, they were gone.
Yeah, those children, they had very small feet earlier. We saw children.
Now
They did the murder. We solved the riddle.
Now, I can't help you with much, but I can tell you that one of them had yelled at the other one, and he just said, Frank, forget it, let's go.
Frank.
Francis.
Other than
Hey,
that,
it's a strange name.
We
You
were not
remember
saw
what clothes he was wearing?
it was dark, and I couldn't really tell, but the boys did seem to be wearing maybe like a flannel type.
This could be all one big coincidence.
It might be. I feel like a lot of people in this town have flannels.
Yes.
Yeah, Celeb, I think your first instincts were right. I think that there's nothing here. Let's
Yes,
move
no.
on.
Well, good luck.
No, Dr. Beard, of course we're joking. You may be in trouble for aiding and abetting these criminals.
You just scared that. No, I'm. You just come in if you wanna. There's nothing that I really.
No, it's too late for that. Listen, in the future, should someone come seeking medical assistance in the middle of the night, please detain them and call for a properly deputized member of the town guard.
I don't really think I'm allowed to do that, and I think that's above my. And I could get in trouble for that, but.
Now, Celeb, I don't think the good doctor. He does so much work for this town. I feel that maybe we could leave his name out of our report.
Yes, I see what you're
Please,
saying.
Like anonymity.
We could help you out, Doctor.
Well, there is. I mean, that would we'd probably have to file some paperwork and pay a small fee, don't you think?
I walk up to him, and I walk up to the doctor and very sincerely put my hand on his shoulder and very sincerely say, "You have been very helpful, my friend." And this is an intimidation check.
Grow for
And I look
intimidation.
him, make way too much eye contact.
What'd you roll? Sorry, I was like waiting for him to announce his roll. I didn't want to interrupt.
11.
Okay.
Yeah, with an 11, he's shaking. He's terrified. And Casey, Kevin, Jesus, grifters. But he's
just
just
walks
shaking and terrified, and he's
Kr walks out.
really anything that you guys I can help with. But honestly, that's all I saw. Listen, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Simon, as I was looking around at his shop, like at all the objects and whatnot, did I notice anything with the...
You're more in like a lobby area. So
Did I
it's not
notice
really
anything in the lobby?
No, there's chairs along the wall. It's sort of a round with a staircase leading upwards, and then doors that go into various places. You do see dried blood on the floor. You do see signs that there has been trauma here in the past, but it's a hospital.
Kr walks into the back up to the patient and just is like looking at his feet.
Yes, we want to know everything about this patient. What's his name?
Everything.
What's he doing? What's he look like?
No, wait, you're talking about the patient that's there right now?
Yeah.
That's just broke her finger. I mean, I'll get you anything that you want to know, please.
That's what they all say.
Why are you asking me this? I can't help you any further. I mean, wait, weren't you solving a murder?
Yes, I suppose we should get back to that.
How big are the patient's feet?
Alright, what else on the way to this George the Clother?
You guys want to go to George the Clothier?
Yeah, I think
Let's
that's
start
the
heading
best
that way.
bet.
Let's
I
see,
thought we were
maybe
on our way there.
inspiration will strike of where we could find kids.
Where are these flannels coming from? George the Clother.
Doctor, we are great friends now. I
Source of
slap
the
him on the back
flannel.
really hard and walk out. Very, very nice to meet you.
Okay, bye, thanks. And he
We
shuts
come back
the
and
door.
visit sometime.
You just hear it lock, but then you hear it unlock.
Find the flannel. Alright. I'm
children,
done
they're
here.
very
I
small
looked at...
Sorry.
I looked at... No,
Yeah.
it's okay, I'm sorry. I
You
looked
go.
at
As we're
everything.
walking
they-
around, do we see the kids and the monk from earlier?
No. No. They would have left by now.
Can we track them?
We have find my friends.
Our ranger.
I'm like,
I can track them.
how far is this Clother from where we are?
It's a 15-minute walk. It's not a huge...
Oh, it's not far.
I suppose we could also go to City Hall, see if there's a Frank on the records,
Frank.
on the rolls.
You wanna go City Hall and George the Clother?
It's
I
on
don't
the
think
way.
City Hall was raided today, so I think we're good. I follow
We look at
Celeb.
what goes on at the game escape.
Oh.
games.
Flannel is obviously.
games.
Children's
Everybody
games?
gets
A lot
flannels
of
from
very
game
wonderful
stores.
people hanging out, playing tabletop role-playing games and the like.
A lot of wonderful children, perhaps.
There are
Yes.
children.
Quite loud.
Anybody wearing a flannel?
Okay. I walk into the game escape and I just yell, Frank!
The guy looks around. He's a half-elf. This is
A lot of half-elves
no,
around
no.
here.
Not no Frank here. Go fish. Hi, can I?
Is
did you
Frank
wanna-
usually here?
I don't know. Are you looking for somebody?
Yes, I'm looking for Frank.
I don't know a Frank myself. I'm sorry.
Very well then, thank you.
Maybe we're saying it wrong. Maybe it's Frank. And I telepathic
Francis.
message. Do you know a Frank?
Francois?
Did I just hear something? in there?
Frangie.
I walk up to him, hand on shoulder. My friend, you have been very helpful. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, you're the.
Intimidation
Oh,
check.
cool. You're the. Oh, that's fine. No, I give Uncle. You're a deputy. Cool. Are you guys looking for a missing person?
Yes, we're looking for 2 missing children, one of them named Frank.
Oh no.
Or Frank.
They're
You
very
jumped to
small
missing
feet.
people very quickly. Do you know about some missing people?
No, but do you have any more information?
They have very small feet.
I
Yeah,
telepathic
children do
message
have
a
very small
flannel.
feet. You telepathic message the flannel, very good. And he sees that shirt and hang on, actually, you know what? And he goes and he looks in his in like a little filing cabinet, and he says, there are a couple kids who come around here every once in a while. A kid and his brother, but they wear a shirt that's kind of like that's pretty cool mind thing, by the way. But yeah, there are some kids that match that description. You're looking for Frank, and he goes and he looks in there and he says, yeah, their dad Billum drops them off here sometimes. And,
So it sounds like he has a brother and a dad, Billum.
yeah, his brother Jesse. Huh. Yeah.
These are strange names, I think.
I
Yes.
telepathic message a rose bouquet as a thanks, and then I ask if he knows where he can find Billum or Jesse.
Well, I usually don't give out that information, but seeing as you guys are working for the
Points to the stash.
Sash.
yeah,
I
Okay.
telepathic message to Sash.
yeah, he writes down the address.
Oh, what is
And
it? Or do I need
It's
to?
it's
I
not
don't
on the
think I need
map,
to
but
know
there
this.
is a
Okay.
residential sector working on it.
We know the address.
Yeah, but
Oh, a residential sector for the residents.
there's the residence sector, and then there's the residential sector.
Who are the residents?
Is there an Elvidential center? Neighborhood? Crap.
LA Elfidential.
I write down the address and telepathic message it to everybody.
Hey, Kevin, was that written by James Elfroy?
Yes, it was.
Had to do it. Okay.
Elf Noir.
Dude, could Elf Noir be a thing someday?
It's called Bright.
Bright was great.
It's called Shadowrun, but Bright kind of ran with it.
So he writes down the address and he hands it to you, and it says, I like to keep things, private, but since you're investigating something, I hope you find what you're looking for.
Is this address on the way to the clothing store?
No, it's
All right.
it's east of the clothing
East.
store. I'm sorry, west. East is water.
West?
Yeah. Okay.
West East.
Well,
Please.
thank you very much. I hope your
East.
patrons
It
have
says
a magical
west.
time playing games here. And I will cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute to happen inside the store as we leave.
Oh. Cool.
I telepathic message another bouquet of some flowers this time as a thanks.
Oh, anytime.
My friend, you have helped us solve riddle. Thank you so much.
All right, yeah. Come back anytime.
This is an intimidation check.
Oh God.
I'm afraid, Kr, there's many more riddles for us to solve.
23.
So intimidating.
I walk
Very.
away.
Wow, your friend's really intense. Okay, what do you guys want to do?
Yeah, it's really the escapement sword that he drags around.
Ah, that was the tremors. I see.
Let's
I'm just screwing up everyone's floor, by the way.
Cannon everywhere you go. These are just a circle. And there's a trail. You're not hard to find.
I feel like everyone just gets automatic advantage tracking Kr because there's just like a
I feel like Kr has
trail
big
behind
feet
him,
too.
like some sort of slug.
with big feet. Do you guys want? Okay, telepathic message everybody a flannel or a picture of I don't know what she thinks is the brother and the dad, as in where we should go.
Let's see these children. I don't think we need the flannel lead anymore.
go see Jesse and Willem
Jesse, Willem, and Frank.
and Frank.
Frank, Belum, and Jesse.
Frank.
That sounds like one of those like the car talk bits of like, and our lawyers, Jesse, Willem, and Frank.
What was it? Was like,
Do we cheat him
is-
and how?
do we cheat him and how? Yeah,
Do we cheat
that's
him?
the exact what I was thinking of.
God.
And their Russian chauffeur, peek off, drop off.
Pick up and drop off.
Willem and Son.
All right, so you want to go to the?
You guys want to hear more car talk?
We're gonna go to Jesse's house or Willem's house, whatever. The house of the address.
I wish I
just
had
got.
Jesse's house.
Jesse's house. That was funny.
Sad fact about Jesse's house. Used to be mine.
How could I find a roof like that? So you go to Billem's house, and Billem's the dad. However, Billem's not home. There is a small child.
How small?
He's very small, and he's
Hey,
sitting.
Reggington, look at his feet. Very small, right?
Small feet.
I was waiting for it.
He's
Okay.
looking. He just looks like he's waiting for something. The child's eyes are bloodshot, and he just has a worried look on his face.
My child.
Speaking of eyes, I want to look for a giant eye.
Okay.
That's not
There's-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, a giant fake eye, I should say.
Also, do we know what
And-
the eye was?
That's 17.
You don't see anything from where you are.
So the kid is sitting outside their house?
He's sitting on the porch, just looking off in the distance.
That's not
expectantly.
weird.
Hello, my child. You have very small feet. What is your name?
And he starts shaking, and he starts to walk back. He gets up and he begins walking back towards his door, and he puts his hand on the doorknob, he pulls it, and he walks into his house and he closes the door.
Okay, goodbye.
I telepathic message him an image of his brother and what we're trying to do, like look for
you
him and figure out
telepathic
the
message
murder.
him.
Yeah. Maybe he'll come
You
back out,
hear
or that'll make him close the door more. I don't know.
You hear sobbing. You hear immense sobbing coming from inside.
Idiot crying. Sadness
says-
is such an emotion.
He says, "Go away."
I
Go away.
telepathic message him like, I don't know, chocolate. What do kids like? I don't know.
Is there any other
Socks.
entrance to this house?
There's some windows. There's a there would be a door in the back, if you want to go around the back.
What do we see around the house, like in the yard? Do they have a front yard, backyard, door? Like, what does
It's
this
like one
place
of
look
those-
like?
It's like, all right, I'm just gonna put it in today's terms. It would be a house with like a car on cinder blocks and no tires.
So a nice house.
It's a middle class
A really-
family.
yeah, pretty good.
Okay.
Swanky place.
A real hobbyist in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
But
well,
from inside you hear the kids say, "Just what do you want?"
we're here to help, son. And I
My
will.
friend, will you help us solve riddle?
And let's see if this works. All right, does this sound like I'm inside a house? Go away.
Not really.
Okay. What do you want?
We're with the city. See the sashes? Did your parents teach you about the sashes? We're here to help you. Look, we know that
No, you're not.
some of your family is missing, and we're gonna help you find them.
No, he isn't. He'll be back.
My friend, have you done a murder today?
I telepathic message him like a teddy bear and a picture of us trying to help find his brother.
He cracks the door open just a little bit, and he like looks outside. I want to talk to her.
She
Is that
doesn't-
me?
She
He
doesn't.
runs in the house and he runs back out, and he has the missing eyeball, but he hands it to Neerg,
I take
He
it.
says, I'm sorry. It's just all the stuff my dad's been saying, and my brother wanted to help, and the Alya guard, everyone's at the hex, and they don't have good weapons, and people are dying, and we just wanted to help. And all these people just spend their money on stupid eyeballs, and I don't understand it.
Wait, so he took the eye? I asked him, I was like, oh, you took this?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
And then I telepathic message why.
There's all
And I
this
tell
stuff
him not to be sorry.
there's all this stuff my dad was saying about how this stupid artists and the artist belt are just taking resources and should be going towards weapons for the troops.
So his dad's a xenophobe.
And Jesse wanted to go and steal one of them so we could sell it so we could raise money for the troops at the hex.
And Frank, calm down. Calm down. It's okay.
I tell all my friends this via obviously
Frank, everything will be
telepathic
fine. And that's I'm persuade 16 to calm down. Now, Frank, tell us what happened last night.
Jesse. Okay, Jesse and I, we wanted to go steal the eye, so that we could sell it to buy swords for the troops at the patrol. And
Solid
we
plan.
went and we stuck upstairs, and then we stole a cart from the bar across the street, and we had hay in it, and we were gonna throw the eye out the window so nothing would happen to it, and then we were gonna leave, but we got the eye, and then we heard someone coming, and we hid, and it was the guy, it was the skinny guy playing guitar, and he just wouldn't stop, and then all of a sudden Frank, he said go, and we tried to throw the eye out the window, but the guy saw what we were doing, and then he tried to stop us, and he fell out the window. And he didn't move, and then we jumped out the window, but
Sorry, I don't mean to laugh. But...
Jesse broke his ankle.
Kr is sitting on. Is there like a rocking chair or something?
Of course.
Kr is sitting on a rocking chair, just like watching this enraptured. My friend, you have solved the murder. You're a great detective.
Yeah, are we like on the porch or inside the house?
You would think so, but something doesn't add up.
Do you think I could be in
The body was covered with wounds. He had defensive marks under his fingernails. He
Jesse
fought
was
someone
trying
off.
to fight him. Jesse was trying to fight him, and he was trying to defend himself. And when he started to yell for help, Jesse, I don't know, he didn't push him, but he fell, and the guy fell. And I'm so sorry. And please don't let anything happen to Jesse. He broke his leg, and he's going west right now.
What a twist!
That's 16 insight
Okay, for what?
for this kid's story.
Yeah, fucking, yeah. Very, very, very true. Anyone who's been in part of a group of adults interrogating a very scared small child knows that it doesn't take a high insight check to get the truth out of him.
Man, kids love to lie. So
It's their favorite. They get to tell a story.
But
yeah,
Jesse's
it
on
wasn't
his-
them. It was something else.
He's on his way to the Dallin Mines right now. He said that he didn't want to get Dad in trouble for anything, so he was gonna go join Baron Fair Madra's men, and he was gonna be a mercenary for them. But his leg's broken and he's walking, and the woods are scary, and I don't think he's gonna make it.
How old is this kid?
He's like a few years older than me.
Like 8? I don't know how old kids are.
I don't know. Yeah. No, this kid's like, yeah, he's 11.
Wait,
And the
one
kid you're
we're
talking to
to
is 7.
Oh, I see.
So we found the eye.
All right.
Okay. But who killed this guy? Alright.
Well,
It seems perhaps it was death by misadventure.
Yeah, I know. I'm like... Oh. Wow. That was such an easy case. I'm like...
I mean, we
Oh.
haven't actually apprehended the committer yet.
No.
And from what he told you, Jesse is on his way to the Dallin Mines right now. Now, which you do know of the Dallin Mines, it's run by Baron Fairmodger, who works for the king. And this is where all of the ore and precious resources are extracted in the area. Okay?
Huh.
All
Wow.
right, I suppose we have to go and retrieve him.
From the mines. Sounds about right. Sorry, normally D&D it takes way longer to find out who stole the eye, and I'm not used to this.
Give
This
me
is great. Okay.
give me a survival check. Anybody who wants to track.
I
am great at surviving. I will solve riddle.
I rolled an 18.
I rolled
Okay, so
a
we'll
natural
find out.
20,
Oh, that's
Okay,
nice.
first nat 20. Meow.
which is a total of 23.
Okay.
These trois.
So,
That's 13.
there is got a nat 20. So what you're able to find is that there are tracks, and you do see a leg being sort of dragged. Now night is approaching. You guys have been at this for a little while. Who has dark vision in the group?
I have,
Kr
had
Nerd.
dark vision.
So does Neerg.
Current self.
Everybody.
Yeah, we all
Okay.
have dark vision.
Perfect. And then since Kr is drow, you get the 120 dark vision?
I don't believe so.
Half-Drow.
After.
He's only
Drow.
half.
I got 60 feet.
All right.
Let's see what kobolds get, because I think...
Until next
Oh,
level
60
when I
feet.
take
No.
incantation that lets me do it.
All right. But basically, what you do find is there are footsteps leading in that direction. There is a little bit of blood, but it's nighttime, and in the dark, in the middle of the night, you see a very large figure. Neerg, as soon as you see
It's
this
like
figure,
my mother-in-law.
Neerg,
With
as
big
soon as you see this
feet.
figure, you start having very vivid flashbacks. Now, you have no memory of where you're from or anything, but once you see this creature, you start having very vivid recollection.
What
And
do
at
I
this
see?
point, you see this beast, and it looks like a cross between a direwolf and a panther, and it has very sharp barbed tentacles coming off of its back, and it's looking up at the tree. In the tree is a child with small feet, okay, and a broken leg. The beast sees you, and I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Oh, jeez.
Where'd
There's
my
a
thing
kid in a
go?
tree? Does it look like,
Let's do this.
The kid we're looking for is in the tree.
Yeah. Thank you, Kr. I just wanted to remember the name.
20.
That's a 22.
My
22,
initiative
20?
is a 5.
12.
Okay.
5.
All right. Perfect. Yeah. All right. There we go. Okay. Top of the round. Reg, you are first. You guys are all about. You're about 40 feet away from this creature. It sees you. Its eyes. It's not like an eyeball, but it's like an eye that runs around its head. It does have sort of pupil, but it looks all around.
So it's
Okay.
like a ring eye?
It's it's like a half ring eye.
Okay.
Is there
Like a
anything to
giant-
take cover behind nearby?
Yep. There's trees. There's rocks. Anything you want to take cover behind?
Okay, I'm gonna take cover behind a rock.
Okay.
I'm pretty small. Is that half cover or 2/3 cover?
I'll give you 3/4.
3/4.
that's pretty
I guess
good.
that's what I meant to say. All right,
the
and then
same-
I'm gonna
69.
draw my short bow,
Okay.
knock an arrow, and then I'm gonna hold an attack if it approaches us in an aggressive manner.
Very good. All right. Thank you. Celubsuni.
All right. I turn to Kr next to me. I say, tonight, truly we shall be friends. And I will use Emboldening Bond. I only get 2 people at this level, so on the 2 of us. And for the next 10 minutes, we add a D4 once per turn to any attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Wow, I feel so bold!
You should. And then I will turn and cast Sanctuary on the child, even though I don't think Simon would have the monster attack a child.
Have you ever been in one of my campaigns before?
That's why I'm doing it.
Truly, Simon was the real monster.
I was in one where he like threw kids at a tree, and I was like, okay.
I didn't, but I definitely encourage my players to do. Okay, fantastic. Courage, your turn.
I approach and say, "Hello, child. We are looking for you. How big are your feet?"
The beast turns to you and goes,
Oh, I know these. How close is it?
it's 40 feet away from you right now.
Okay. I walk up and like, oh, don't worry. I know these things. I usually like to let them live, but what can you do? They're kind of ferocious. I ready an attack action if the monster approaches me, and I walk 20 feet towards it.
You walk 20 feet. Okay, so you walk 20 feet towards the creature. Very good. And you're holding the action?
I'm holding an attack action.
Great. Okay, anything else?
Nope.
All right. Neerg, your turn.
I am going to cast Vicious Image because she can't talk.
Vicious
And I
Image.
hope this works, you guys. This is our first night doing this, so I'm gonna press this. And they see a big hairy belly with a petrified baby coming out of it with an umbilical cord and worms and weird feet. And I don't know if this worked. So
How big are the
chat, they
Wow.
are small feet. They're baby feet. Sorry,
That is
Kr.
creepy.
Did it
Yeah,
work?
it
I don't
worked.
know. And they have to make a wisdom save.
For chat, she casts Vicious Mockery, but with pictures
Vicious
instead
image.
of words.
Oh yeah. Instead of Vicious Mock, I Vicious Image them because she can't talk. And that's what they saw. Wouldn't you be scared or
I rolled
disturbed?
an 8.
Don't put it back up, or it will get TOS.
You failed. There's no. Oh, you're right. There are feet in it, Hayden.
All right, I failed.
I was just making a
Wow.
joke.
Disadvantage on your next turn.
Disadvantage on the entire. Okay.
Yeah.
And
I
do you
think
want to roll
there's-
for damage?
I am going to right
Oh,
now.
here we go.
And let's see what that is. I think that's a D4. Wow, so
Yep,
much
D4.
damage done that day. Sorry, I didn't know it was actually going to work. Wow, I rolled a 4. 4.
Awesome. All right. So 4 to go.
Yeah.
The displacer beast looks confused, and he kind of just like.
Does he have a belly like that? I'm just curious.
And the
Just say yeah.
displacer beast. I'm sorry, not displacer beast. Chat said displacer beast. It is not a displacer beast. They are all original monsters in this campaign. Okay. The
Whoa.
beast
that again.
lashes out, and he just. That's not what it sounds like. Whatever. I didn't work on that impression.
Rookie crit.
But he looks at you confused. He sort of paws his head, and then he looks up at the tree, and he lashes an attack at the tree.
He's gonna need to make a wisdom save.
Oh
first.
no!
another
He rolled with
wisdom
disadvantage.
save.
He had disadvantage, so his
Nice.
tentacle reaches up into the tree. The barb wraps around one of the branches. It strips the bark off, but he misses. The beast turns over and it looks at you, and it will just shout and rush over to you. He goes forward. Let's see, 20 feet.
To me?
Okay,
Her?
so that is what? That is going to be a 19 to hit,
19 will hit.
and what that is going to be
Nice.
8 damage.
And Curry, you can start rolling for your attack right now too, because he's
that's
coming
good.
right for you.
That's
8
going to
damage.
be a.
Got you, Reg.
Oh, where'd my character sheet go? That's going to be a 17 hit to hit.
17 hits.
Yeah, that's what happened to me.
Okay, and this is going to be an ass load of damage.
An ass load. Sorry, I'm like...
That's going to be 14 damage.
Gee whiz. All right. Did you
And-
want to do it? Yes.
Somebody's optimized.
Her,
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Her
You're gonna need
lifts
it.
up his giant sword with what appears to be unnatural strength and cleaves it upon the beast and laughs. Ha ha!
Good. Well, it finished its movement. It's going to take its second attack, and it's going to hit you for a 26 to hit.
That's a hit.
Okay. So you're going to take. Aw, come on. You're going to take. 5 damage from that.
Oh.
Okay.
And you're going to need to make me a con save, DC 15.
What if I
And you can add a D4 to it.
Nice. Guidance.
Oh.
I love that.
I'm
base
assuming
cleric
that's
class.
guidance.
No, it's emboldening bond. I have to stay
Even
within 30
better.
feet of him.
That's not gonna be good. Oh, a D4?
You got a D4.
I mean, let's just assume it's 4, right? I mean, it's probably 4.
6. That's gonna be a 9.
Okay. He lashes his tentacle around you. You are restrained, and you are gonna take 11 damage
Total?
from that. So you're 11 damage, and you're restrained.
I am down.
You're down.
Wait, what?
We're level 1.
11 damage would knock down any of us.
Yeah, I rolled high.
Yeah.
Sure. It's okay.
No, 10. I'm sorry.
10 would knock out any of us.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 damage total, or 5 plus 10?
Just 10 damage total.
Oh, then I have 1 health.
Okay. Sorry, I was looking at something else. But that is his turn, and it is Reg's turn, top of the round.
Oh, no
Okay.
TPK, Ore.
He's engaged with Kr, so I get pack tactics.
Pack tactics.
Or
Yeah.
tactics.
Oh my god,
Oh.
you do.
That's a crit. So
Nice.
No,
that is
Crit.
6, 12, 18. That's 22 piercing damage.
22 piercing damage.
Yeah, I got double 6s on those crit rolls.
Nice.
Let's see. Let me do some math real quick. 26. Sorry, what did you say?
22 piercing.
22. So 43.
Oh my god, pack tactics with a rogue is good.
And sorry to take any fun out of this, but with that, he is dead. Congratulations. The beast, it takes a very serious wound and slumps over dead. Neerg, I'll come to you in a second, but you examine the beast and memories just start like having awoke from a dream and not remembering exactly what it was, but just remembering the feeling. This child is in the tree, and he starts to get down.
I walk up to Reggington and be like, "Oh, you're quite a good shot."
I telepath.
Thank you. You're quite a big sword guy. And I turn to Celeb and I go, "Was this Frank or Jesse?"
Looks like Jesse.
Yeah, I'm Jesse.
Jesse, come down, boy.
All right.
Oh, Frank or
You
Jesse.
got me. You happy? You got me. You
I
got
am
me, the
always
big outlaw
happy.
kid.
Yes, his leg broken.
But I'm always happy. I'm alive.
Listen, I'm not getting anywhere near that freak right there.
Is he pointing at me?
Yes.
I vicious. All right, image him. That belly again.
You're going to attack the child?
No, I'm
Make
not
a wisdom
attacking.
Jesse.
saving throw.
So-called
Why?
freak saved your life.
She is not free.
She hasn't
is
done
great
what she's
friend.
done.
I send an
attack and
image of
kill
his
you.
own foot.
Now, Jesse, we know you didn't mean to kill him, but you must stand for your actions.
Is that what the kid does? He
What am
shakes
I
his
going to
head?
do? Huh?
Oh.
Huh? I got a bunch of bullies around me. I got a bunch of sashes trying to take me in. You know what I was trying to do, huh? I was trying to get some money. You know those are +1 helmets, huh? I was trying to get some money for the guard. All right? This place falls apart. It's going to be because of those freaks, all right? Standing around making music, huh?
You know mortals always caring about money.
I stare at him really long till he starts to feel uncomfortable.
All right. You want to take me back to town so I can get killed now? You can take me back for my execution? Let's go. I'm not afraid of death.
Thank you for your cooperation.
Death isn't very scary. You're very smart, my friend.
I like him.
Now, Jesse, tells the truth. Did he fall, or did you push him?
Well, if I could push them all out of that window, I would, but fact is, no. I only wanted the eye. I only wanted to sell it. I only wanted to help the troops so that I could maybe get in with them. But no, I'm not gonna waste my first kill on a squeeb like that.
21 insight.
I'm still staring at him,
You
like
believe him.
really long, not blinking because I don't have to blink, so it's extra creepy. Yeah.
This word squeeb. I don't know. Is this a new word? You people always coming up with words. It's amazing. I love it.
Jesse, there's more to life than war and violence and money. And that's what the artists explore. And you might not appreciate it now, but at some point in your life it means something to you. And just because something different than what you want or what you like does not make them wrong. And this is going to be the cheesiest persuasion roll. But what is that? That is 18.
Oh. You know, you may be right. And some of these idiots, they're saying, you know, if we don't protect what we love, what are we fighting for? I don't really buy into that bull. You know, I did the right thing. Given the chance, I would do it again. So just take me to my executioner. I'll be a hero. And as you guys come back to town,
Are we taking him back to town?
Oh, are you just gonna kill him here?
We're not killing the kid. He's
Sorry,
a
what would you like to
child.
do?
He's a douche, but
Kr.
We solved the riddle. Ha ha
Hey,
Wow.
ha! Look how small his feet are. My friend, your feet are so small.
Yes, and his ripped clothing as well.
My character's awkward around kids. She's not quite sure what to do. So she like sends an image of another bouquet of roses to try and say sorry. But like,
Are there
she's
resident,
still looking at him.
resident children in town?
yeah.
Oh yeah?
Are there any half residents?
What's a
Yeah.
half resident look like?
Give it a few
Not
years.
yet.
So curious.
As just a half eye on one of his heads. And
Yeah, I'm like,
and a
wait, do they
human
have
face
one
over
eye
here.
or two?
He just talks like this.
Do
Yeah,
they talk?
it was just half and half.
Is it the?
Oh, who wants the helmet?
Wait, he has a +1 helmet?
Oh, it's
That's
the
cool, we
residence.
should
it's
take
the
we got
residence
it.
helmet
We got the residence helmet back at the house.
that Neerg has.
Oh,
Yeah, Neerg has the residence
He
helmet.
gave it
I
to
didn't
her.
know that. I put it on. Can you still see my eye?
Well, it doesn't really fit over your head.
Oh, why is my eye too big? I'm like,
Can't you
I
have
need
like
the
one on-
Magnum size helmet.
That's a double eye.
Can't you have like a double scoop, like a double ice cream scoop kind of thing?
Yeah. I'm like,
What do you guys want to do?
I need the golden helmet. Okay.
We're really gonna try and help Neerg put this helmet on.
Yeah. If Jesse wants to make a run for it, now is the time, because we are all focused on this helmet.
He starts walking back towards town. He says, "You know what? I'll go turn myself in. You guys are wasting my
Wait,
time."
wait, Jesse, come back.
Bye.
No.
And-
no. And he starts but he's only gone like 10 feet. But it's been
Yeah,
like
his legs
a
are broken.
minute. He's like, "I'm out of here. You'll
like-
never see me again."
It's like the slow goodbye. Okay.
He's just like walking around with like his leg like bent in half, dragging
He's like
behind him.
limping away. Okay,
Yeah.
bye guys.
Yeah, he's sort of like walking on the break. So badass.
I think he's learned something today.
Jesse, do you care? Do you care about your brother, Frank?
Of course I do. He's better off without me.
Do you have any
No,
nicknames
he's
for
better
him?
off with you. And what we're going to do, you're going to tell the truth, and you're going to return the helmet, and you're going to put yourself at the mercy of the law so that Frank can have a brother.
Well, that's all very like happy ending, but you know what they're gonna do to me. But you know what? You want that, Mr. Sashman? Huh?
It's not what I want, but I think it's what Frank would want.
It's not him,
Oh,
but you.
God blessed.
It's not him, but
That's-
Frank.
And
Yeah.
you can see
That's only a
just,
14 to persuade. So.
yeah, no, you see a little glisten in his eye, and then he just like, all right, let's do it. Let's go.
Okay, does
If
anybody
anything
really want to
happens
keep
to
the
my
eye?
brother.
We're gonna return it.
I think we have to return the eye. Let's
I
bring it
believe
back
the
to
deal
the.
was we got to keep any treasure, but yes.
Yeah, is this considered
Um,
treasure? Like,
This is definitely treasure.
what does it do? +1.
We
Or
said,
we'll ta-
Well, there,
I specifically
technically-
said that I would help look for the eye. I never said that I would return it.
Kerr will take
I
it if you
already
give it to
ha-
him, but he's
I
not
already
going to ask
have a
for it.
headpiece.
So, Neerg, This belongs to your troop. This would be like someone taking a computer with all of the ComeDy&D stuff on it,
Oh.
and then you getting it back and hearing people like, well, I could sell it. And you're like, no. So
We're
you
keeping
really
it.
care about this. This is something that's dear to you.
We're keeping it, and
That's
I
why
can't fit
Neerg
it.
should keep it.
Yeah, I can't wear it, but I'll hold on to it for now. So I'm holding it in my arms. Not the one I'm holding my cane in, but my other arm. So my hands are full.
So here's what happened. You take Jesse back to town. Frank is
On the way
yes,
back to town,
On the way back, yep.
can I cast ceremony on him and give him a coming of age ceremony?
You know it.
It's like a wow, it's a
Yes.
cool way of saying
He's a
this.
young adult,
Not a
right?
how
He is
old
a
is
young
he?
adult. He's 11.
Okay, for the next 24 hours, whenever he makes an ability check, he can add a D4.
Nice job. All
This
right,
is a-
I'll take that D4. Thank you.
You're a man now.
Yeah, I was a
Saving
man when that
myself.
crater crashed.
His voice did not deepen
So,
yet. But...
You guys go back to town, and Neerg, you
Yeah.
return the eye back to your troop, back to the residence. Frank is inseparable from Jesse, and he is just pleading with him. The father's learned about this. Billum is extremely distraught, but you do take him back to town, and at that point, one of the actual Alya Guard is there. I'll find a name in a second, but take you back to Kendrick Dean, and in Kendrick Dean's office.
Kendrick Dean's a good name.
In Kendrick Dean's office, he looks at the kids
Real like
and
early '90s character actor.
and he looks at all of you, and basically you've given him a rundown. He says,
Is that the whole story? Is that everything?
That's everything on the record, yes.
yeah,
He had very small feet.
I telepathic
Small
message him
feet.
everything that happened.
And who's this? Neerg?
Hello,
And
my
Kr?
friends. What is your name? I am Kr.
Chief Kendrick Dean.
Yes, they assisted us on these matters.
Good to meet you. Where are you from, my friend?
I run up, shake his hand, and walk away and hide behind Celeb
That's all well and good.
and look.
Listen, you guys did a fine job, and this young man right here, I'm sorry, but you know what the price of this is.
and he goes, yeah, and he says,
Let me talk to the judge. Instead of putting you to death, you and your brother, you can go work the hex.
and that's the deal.
It's not bad, kid.
They got jobs. How great.
Billum starts wailing, and he starts crying, and he says, please, not my boys. Please take me. I will go fight the monsters at the Hex. And Kendrick Dean doesn't have any of it. So what Billum does before, because some of you would know that everyone who fights at the Hex has to bring their own equipment, he gives the child, he gives Frank, the youngest, his dagger. He says, this is all I have, son.
It's like the night.
It's great present for your child. How generous.
And with that, does anybody have any last things they want to do?
Yeah,
We
don't
found
worry,
the
kid.
eye.
There's a pretty high turnover rate. There's usually some used equipment around. You'll be
There's a
fine.
weird kid that's limping.
Yeah, I believe there is the
Oh.
business of Radcliffe.
I've been
put
to
it-
Hex. Very nice people there.
I'll put in a good word for your boy, but you guys did amazing work.
And he takes out 2 more sashes. He hands one to Neerg. He hands one to Kr. He says,
You work for me now. And I know we didn't discuss this before,
but he's going to go ahead
Sure.
and he says, well, there's 2 more. Yeah, that's fine. But he's going to go ahead and give each of you 15 gold.
I take the sash, look at it, and just keep observing it.
I put it on. This is great fun. I play.
Well, congratulations, and I think I could use your help again in the future. There's always something going on in this town. I'll put in a word with the judge and not get these kids killed, but they're gonna have to serve their time at the Hex.
What
Matching
happens at the
sashes.
Hex stays at the Hex.
This is the weirdest
said.
group I've ever seen, but you guys did excellent work.
Hex in the city.
And with that, congratulations, you are now level 2.
Well, that was fast. I'm like, yay! I get
You
jack
solved
of
the
all
murder.
trades.
Yeah.
Plus
Return
one to
the missing
everything.
eyeball.
Cunning.
She's a different kind of bard, you guys, just for the record.
H thanks you. Snake
It's hard to
Finger
play a
thanks
bard
you.
that can't talk.
I get improved crack weapon now. Wonderful.
I also didn't get a chance to use this thing.
Oh, what?
Yeah. Oh, I'm not. I don't
Use
really
it
know how
now.
to play it. But
Use it
oh, you guys want to
Play
see it?
Play
Oh wait, here. This must be hot crossbow. I forget to blow while you press the button.
It's a good stream.
By the time this campaign's up, we're gonna learn how to
Yeah.
use this. But thank you
Next
all so
week.
much. Thank you everybody for tuning in. Thank you Anonymous for that massive
what the
sub
fuck?
run. Please give us a
Wow.
follow here on Twitch and all those other places that we go.
What's your fucking problem being so
Right.
nice?
Yeah,
Giving away
thank
so
you
many
for
subs?
tuning in.
What the fucking deal?
You guys
First
did a great job,
episode.
and good job, players. I hope you had fun. We'll be back next week at 8 o'clock, and we'll continue with Voices of the Air.
Maybe you'll hear some of this because I'll be used to this character next week.
Oh yeah, dog.
Ooh, forgot I. Anyways, I won't do that to you guys now. Should play this during battle. Anyway.
All right, thanks everyone. Good night.
All right, thank you so much.
Night.
Yeah, again, we'll see you next week.
See you next Wednesday at 8.